What is going on, beautiful people? Today we're talking about what could happen to you the longer you stay in a toxic relationship with a narcissist. If you're new here, my name is Hammock. I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to episode 976 of the Narcissists Code. Boom. Welcome back. Did y'all see what I did there? I added the episode number to the top of the episode so you know how far we are. We're so close to 1,000 episodes. I can't believe y'all. I have 1,000 episodes of the Narcissists Code. That is insane to me. Thank y'all for riding this journey along with me, all the positive reviews and whatnot. But seriously, thank you. So, topic at hand. What happens to you the longer you stay in a toxic relationship with a narcissist? Like y'all. The main thing that happens to you is that you pick up narcissistic fleas. We all know that you lose, like when you go through a relationship with a narcissist, you lose your identity, you lose your bodily autonomy, your emotional autonomy, your support system. A lot of that stuff starts to go. But the longer you stay in that spot, the more likely you are to start to behave and act like them. Like the longer you stay with a narcissist or in a toxic relationship, the more likely you are to start to behave like them. It's just, sometimes it's just the person you with. You know how sometimes people say the longer you with somebody in a long-term relationship and you're with somebody in a long-term relationship, right? And the main thing that y'all start to look alike. When you're in a happy relationship, y'all been together so long, you're so happy, y'all actually start to kind of look alike. The same thing can happen with your behaviors. You start to act alike. And sometimes that can muddy the waters of who you think you are. Like I said, you already lose your identity and your autonomy, or like a lot of the autonomy over yourself and your thought process and things like that. But you also lose track of your identity and then you start to act like them. I'm not saying you become a bad person, but sometimes you start exhibiting toxic qualities and toxic traits. The narcissistic fleas. If you don't know what a narcissistic flea is, it's when you start to pick up behaviors. So you know how fleas jump off of dogs. Like when you lay with dogs, you lay with a dog that has fleas or an animal that has fleas, you get fleas. Like you got an indoor-outdoor cat and you don't put that flea ointment on them and they come back in the house and fleas just be jumping through the house. That's what happens. Like the longer you stay, the longer you keep that pet in there, the more you get the fleas, the more you get the behaviors. So in this situation right here, narcissistic fleas are the toxic behaviors, right? They're the toxic narcissistic traits that narcissist possesses. So if a flea bites that narcissist, and you know how fleas can jump if a flea was a person, it would have like a 17-foot vertical leap. They jump from that narcissist after biting them, and they bite you. They transmit they transmit the toxicity, you know. It's like flea transmitted toxicity. Oh, FTT. Flea transmitted toxicity. Narcissistic flea transmitted toxicity. NFTT. Not like an NFT. But that's what happens, y'all. You might start to act like them. You might catch yourself lying. You might catch yourself being manipulative. I'm not saying I don't know how it can lead to you cheating, but sometimes you might end up cheating. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I talk to people, y'all. When I do my one-on-ones, I do talk to certain people who cheat on a narcissist. Like, I've been cheated on so long, and I've been healing. I've been cheated on 25, 30 times, and I just went out one night so angry, and I ended up sleeping with somebody else, and I feel so bad, and I told them, and now I'm getting punished for cheating one time, and they've cheated 30. You see what I'm saying? Now I feel like a bad person. They've convinced me that I'm a bad person. They convinced me that I'm a whore, that I'm just worthless, I'm useless, and people just like, they started to treating me worse when I started to act like them. And I have a longer video on what happens, like when you feed a narcissist a taste of their own medicine. When you start treating a narcissist the same way they treat you, they typically don't like it, y'all. They typically start to fight back and start to become more aggressive towards you. You know, when you match a narcissist energy, sometimes do they back down? Sometimes, yeah, they might back down. But sometimes they start to get angry and angrier. They become more aggressive. They become more apt to try to hurt you or try to do things like that, because they do stuff like that to try to, do a lot of different things to you. They want to cause you harm. They want to cause you distress. They want to cause you pain and suffering and things like that because you're doing the same thing to them. And that's why I just say, y'all, the longer you stay with somebody like this, the more you start to act like them. And it could be a defense mechanism. It's not that your intent is to be bad, but it could be a defense mechanism. You might start telling lies to defend yourself. If I tell my narcissistic partner the truth that I'm going to my mom's house and they hate my mom, they're going to stop me from, they're going to try to stop me from going to see my mom. So, hey, babe, where you going? Oh, I'm going to the gym for a little bit, but you're really going to your mom's house. You told a little lie because you know that you was going to get in trouble if you told the truth. You see what I'm saying? That's a defense mechanism. Is it still a lie? Yes, it's absolutely still a lie, but it's a defense mechanism. You see what I'm saying? Do you really, that's why I ask people, do you really want to live your life like this? I don't tell people to leave their toxic relationship. I'm just providing you the tips and I'm providing you the information necessary for you to make your own conscientious decision to whether or not you want to do that. So I'm just telling people, I'm just like, look, do you want to behave like this? Is this who you really see yourself as? Like, do you want to be a liar? Do you want to see yourself as manipulative? Do you want to continue to see yourself in this certain light right here? How does this serve you? How does it serve you? I like Leah. I kind of like matching her energy. Yeah, y'all. Sometimes it's fun when they've been doing some stuff to you for a long time, and you finally like, you know what? I'm gonna give you some get back. Now you want to start. Look, now you sort of get riled up. Now you start to get riled up. Now you start to feel empowered. Now you start to feel a certain type of way. You know what I mean? That happens. That really does happen within that space right there, within that dynamic. That's what I tell people. Like, the more you around it, the more you like. You start itching. You start itching around that narcissistic person like you a fiend. You're like, oh, I'm itching. I'm itchy. It's the fleas biting you. It's the fleas biting you. You might catch yourself starting to gaslight, starting to manipulate, starting to tell bigger lies. You're like, oh my goodness. You'll walk away like, Dad, why that lie right there? You start to find yourself blame deflecting. You're starting to find yourself avoiding accountability. You're going to look like a little mini narcissist, y'all. I'm not talking about height or stature wise. I'm talking about behavior wise. They are a full grown narcissist. You are going to start looking like a little miniature version of a toxic narcissistic person. And I know a lot of people will attest to this because like Lee, I started acting like that. Matter of fact, I got the video idea from my comment section. Somebody left a comment just like, Lee, I found myself acting like them and I hate myself now. And there was comments underneath it. I think it was on Facebook. There was comments underneath it like, same girl, same. I can't believe I've never done this before. And some people, like when you get into these toxic relationships and you might start to behave a little, you might start exhibiting a little toxicity. Narcissists tend to be very intuitive. They're going to pick up on your toxicity and they're going to point it out. You see what I'm saying? They're going to point your toxicity out. But this one, like Lee, it has me thinking to myself, I feel like I'm the toxic one. So I tell people right here in this space right here, I tell people, go back into your past relationship. If this is not your first relationship, go back into your past relationships and ask yourself, be truthful with yourself. Have you always been a liar? Have you always been manipulative? Have you always been a gaslighter or toxic? Or is it just in this relationship with this person because you've been with this person for a long time? Be truthful. Lying to yourself doesn't help right here because sometimes you might actually see that like, yeah, I've been lying here and there. And you can realize that you can go to therapy and you can kind of give yourself a little narcissistic flea bath to wash yourself of the toxic traits, to rinse off the toxic traits. It's like taking like a little shower, It's like rinsing it off. You're like, ooh, I'm clean again. You see what I'm saying? That's what can help you out right there in that space, within that dynamic. So I'm telling you, like, sometimes it helps to get away from it so you can feel healthier, so you can feel better about yourself. I'm not saying to divorce this person. I'm not saying to be separated. I'm just saying sometimes it helps to get you can start to give yourself little mini flea baths by giving yourself more self-love. Give yourself more self-appreciation. By giving yourself more treating yourself better. Give yourself better treatments, better behaviors. Like I got my self-love journal that's available on Amazon. Lee Hammock, I Love Me, a self-love journal to help people out and understand the self-love dynamic, to understand the mindset, the mentality that goes into loving yourself more. You can start to rinse the traits off right now. You can start to rinse off the fleas right now, the behaviors right now by loving yourself more and reestablishing your own identity. Because like I said in the beginning, that's one of the first things to go. When you lose your identity, you start to assimilate theirs possibly. You might start to mirror them. At the beginning, narcissistic robot talking too fast, slow down. Too slow. At the beginning of a relationship, right? The narcissist is typically mirroring you. As the relationship progresses, you might actually start to mirror them because you have lost your identity. At the beginning of a relationship with the narcissist, they lack identity, right? But then they start to be themselves and they take their mask off, so they mirror you in the beginning. While you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you lose your identity, so you start to assimilate theirs. You start to take on their traits. You start to mirror them. Oh my goodness, I just came up with that off the top of my head. Yo, that might be, have y'all heard that before? Is that groundbreaking? Wait a minute. Yes, I say wait a minute. I ain't say wait a minute. I say wait a minute. It's my vernacular. Hey, y'all gonna drop? Y'all look. You have to drop a fire emoji to the chat for that right there, because I just came about. Look, I don't have a script. Yeah, I don't have a script. I just write down the title of the video, and I just go with it. You see right here, it says the longer you stay with the narcissist, the more you act like them. That's literally. I just put a sentence down, and this video is based off of one sentence. I just start talking. I think about it first, but I start talking. But I like y'all. I'm gonna have to look into that. But anyways, y'all, it's time for a narcissistic flea bath. Check out the self-love journal that's on Amazon. And if y'all, like I said, my kids book is also available on Amazon as well. If y'all have the kids book, if you bought the kids book, thank you so much. Make sure to hit a 5-star review on there for me. If you don't mind, somebody just left a 1-star review on Amazon because Amazon sent them a defective copy of the book. They left a 1-star review on my book. I was like, what? And there's nothing I can do about that. So it sucks. But if you like the book, hit 5 stars. Remember, it's not your fault. Available on Amazon. Of course, like and subscribe to the video if you haven't already. Like and subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 400K. 400K. Yeah, if I hit 400K, I'm going to go cray. Thank y'all so much. Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. You are a mental healness rock star, and I appreciate you for being here. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the screen to subscribe to the channel and watch another one of my videos in my playlist. There's also a link available up here for you to purchase my kids book. Remember, it's not your fault on Amazon. So check that out. Thank you. I will see you in the next video. Peace.